All right, y'all. Mama has to record.
We went live, but she doesn't know it.
After I finish recording. Do you not? Did you not see the little
Shit.
thing?
Maybe I'll try and mute her.
No.
There we go. I don't want to embarrass my friend. Okay. Hello.
Hi.
I hit go live
Oh, it's okay.
and then I muted you.
Okay, I was yelling at my kid.
That's why I muted you so that you could be
Oops.
as loud as you wanted and not be embarrassed.
Okay, I know that's right. That would have been weird.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, friend.
Uh,
Okay, I'm sending out a quickie text.
You welcome.
You're welcome. I was just trying to see if because I had written down what we were covering. What's today? Is today the 14th? Oh God, today's
No,
a Thanksgiving episode, by the way.
Oh crap! Did
We're
didn't even
supposed
get
to-
any people? Oh
It's okay. We never followed up. What are you doing? Why? What's
no!
going on?
Nothing. Everything is wonderful.
What did you just do?
Spilled polish on my desk.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I have no business doing it, as you know.
Well, maybe
doesn't
this is a good time. It's a good time to be thankful.
I mean, we didn't get any thankful stuff, but we can be thankful ourselves.
Right. This is our Thanksgiving episode because it's going to go live on the 18th. And we're not recording on the 21st. So we're not recording
Correct.
next Monday because we have a
Right.
special.
Mhm.
So
A special. Mhm.
Hence, this is going to be heard by all the people who happen to do something special for Thanksgiving. So shall we talk a little bit about?
Yeah, we can just talk. Yeah, let's talk about the Thanksgiving special. Here, I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, we can have a little towards the end. How's about that?
Yeah. I was going to put it at the top. But yeah, we can do it at the end. It's fine.
All right, great. Okay. All right. Yeah, I knew that's why I had to look at my notes because I knew that I had written down when we needed to. And by the way, just as a reminder, our gift guide is to be recorded on November 28th. Okay? So.
Wait, what is?
Our gift guide.
Ruh-roh.
November 28th.
Yep, it'll be after Black Friday.
Who cares about Black Friday?
Everyone but you.
Well, no, because the entire internet is not, Plus, it's not like my kid. Let's see. How can I get it?
You did it. Just go back. Yep, there you go. What is that? Number. What's
black.
Oh, are you looking at the eraser?
Yes. Everything.
Did she chew it off?
May, every time she gets a hold of a pencil, immediately rips off the eraser.
Yowza.
She just cannot stop the fidget.
I mean, anywho, fidget, so she doesn't have to.
She got lots of fidget toys next for Christmas because she wanted it not last year or maybe the year before. That's all she wanted, fidget toys. But she destroys the fidget toys in like 2 seconds. Destroys them.
Wow.
And so then I just throw them out.
Like not even fidgeting, but just destruction.
Yeah, she just likes to yeah. So anyway.
Well, that's kind of a bummer when you buy somebody something.
Yeah, but also fidget toys, the majority of fidget toys are essentially trash.
I mean, that's 100% true.
So there's only so upset I can get over her.
I know it's
pulling apart something squishy. You know what I mean? Like, is that going to even last? It's not going to last.
There's 101 different ones on Amazon anyway.
I know. We got her. She chose one that was like full of all of them.
Yeah.
And that's what I got her. And hold on, I got to let the cat out before we begin.
All right. The cat, y'all. The cat, y'all.
Oh, why did this light go
It's
away?
the cat. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Nice to see you. Hello, 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 hello.
Lighting, man. Lighting is like everything. Okay. Cheryl. Okay, let's go ahead and start the show here.
Okay.
And
Wait, we gotta
here we go.
record. Hold on.
Oh my God. That would be super helpful.
It would. I'm ready when you are.
1 second. I got to pick all the inputs and outputs and things. Output, input. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Set.
Mhm.
Say hello, Jess.
Hello, Jess. Say hello, Elsie.
Hello, Elsie.
We're so clever. It's never
We're
not
so-
funny.
Oh my God. Even Jennifer did that with me. So I thought that was hilarious. I'm like,
She
is there
did?
a time? Yeah. Even though I didn't tell her to do that, but I said, say hello, Jennifer. And she went, hello, Jennifer.
Now tell me if you know what original radio show that's from. Like, we didn't make it up.
I know we didn't make it up, but I don't remember whatever that is.
Did
Maybe
you
I
used to
will.
listen to old radio when you were a kid?
Jessica Kupferman. Where was I when I was a kid?
I mean, you were here when you were 8,
9.
9. I thought you were 8.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Hello, new to your show. In a nutshell, what's your show about?
Hello, our show is about podcasting and social
8
media
billion other
and time
things.
management and productivity
8
and
billion.
making money and dealing with all the other things that interrupt those things that I just mentioned.
Yes. So 8,000 billion other things. Podcasting from the women's point of view and many different tangents.
Yeah. Which we're about to go into right now because
Yes,
I wanted to
tangent number
know
1.
where Elsie, if Elsie knows. the
Wait, are we
original
supposed to record?
person-
Hold
we
up.
are recording.
You did not enter. You did not start the show.
Oh, that's true. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, we did say hello, Jessica. Hello, Elsie. Okay. You're right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 381. I am Jessica Kupferman. With me, as always, my bestest friend in the whole world, Elise Escobar.
What? Don't you even? Okay,
Because
I
she got-
deserve that from the last.
You did. You probably
I
thought
did. I
forgot,
messed up
didn't
your
you?
name last time. I did. Please
Wah, wah,
refer
wah,
back to
I'm
episode
fine.
380 for the inside joke.
Yeah. Apparently, she said what a great friend I was, and then called me Jennifer because
I know.
that was the guest.
That was
But
amazing.
oh, we're happy to see you. Check it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Right
much.
now, we were in the midst of a quiz for Elsie and old radio because every time we record, she says, "Say hello, Jessica," and I say, "Hello, Jessica." But there was a very famous duo that used to do that on their radio show in the first radio show. So I'm guessing by your sarcastic comment, like, where was I when I was a kid, that you did not, in fact, listen to old radio shows like whatever there was, Paul Harvey or...
I have zero idea who that is. Yeah,
Okay.
I was in El Salvador. I was until I was 9. And then after I came to this country, I didn't speak
Spanish.
Yes.
Right.
I didn't speak English. I mean, I spoke some English, but not
Right.
to the point where I'm going to be listening to talk radio.
So we lived about an hour from my grandparents, and every Sunday morning we would go 40 minutes down the road to have brunch with my one grandmother, and then we would stay there and then go have dinner with my other grandmother, and then drive 40 minutes home. And on the 40 minutes home, my father would play talk radio, normally Paul Harvey. But the famous couple that said that did that trick was George and Gracie, George Burns and Gracie Allen. And
Well, that's right.
And he would go, "Say hello, Gracie," and she would go, hello, Gracie."
Oh,
I know, they were so cute. I miss Paul Harvey too. Paul Harvey, good day. Okay, anyway. So today we have a bunch of things to discuss. since we already went down one tangent, what's next on the list? Thanksgiving? No, you wanted to talk about something at the beginning here. Oh, the first tangent is that my son's home today from school because I just couldn't make him go. He said he was sick, but he's not. I know he's not. And I didn't listen, I did everything other than yell and scream at him because, first of all, I just don't have it in me to yell and scream before school. It just creates a terrible school day. And it means he'll go there and feel like a piece of shit and then misbehave all day because he feels bad about himself. So nobody needs that. But he just didn't, I could just tell he didn't want to go. He said he had a headache. He said he was nauseous. He's clearly fine. But I tried bribing him. I tried telling him what a great time he was going to have and what a great job he's doing, how smart he is. I tried the Jewish guilt thing where I was just like, all the other kids have to go to school and you don't have to go. And how would you feel if your friends were staying home and you had to go? And then I tried looking him dead in his face and said, are you doing the right thing? Is this what a good person would do? Nothing worked. He's still here. So, I'm either going to get arrested for truancy because I'm keeping my kid out of school, or he's going to have to repeat, or I don't even know. It's November. I don't think the kid has had a full week of school yet. But I mean, for various reasons. Most of those reasons are for Jewish holidays. But if anyone has some ideas as to how I can get this kid to school, he's 8. He's in 2nd grade. He is very smart. And I doubt he's falling behind, but also he doesn't belong here. So he belongs in school and it's private school. So I'm freaking paying for it. So, I'd like him to go. He's just going through stuff. He's just going through some stuff, I guess. Because this weekend he did some stuff where he's in a phase right now where he saves everything. At first it was because of the iPod. I think I told you about that, where he cracked an iPod and we went and replaced it. And then he had a memorial service for the old one because it was his friend. Now everything is his friend, and he's saving food trash and sticks from the playground. And I don't even know what to do with him. He was sleeping in the bed by himself. He's regressed there too, where he comes in at 11, is it time for me to come in yet? He's having separation anxiety, and I don't know. I think he's cracking. I think he's
Well,
I don't know if he's having a nervous breakdown, but I've never seen a kid crack. But if I were, it would be this. What I'm watching right now is him crack.
I do not have any advice for you.
Great. Thank you for playing.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding.
I do not know what to say to you because,
It's very frustrating.
I don't know. Yeah.
Today's
I have no advice. Sorry.
Today's nail polish color is Kiss My Asteroid by Mooncat. I've done a terrible job, as you can see, but that's typical.
But there you.
That's typical. It'll come off in the shower. Anyway.
Nice. All right. So send your feedback to how to get my kid to school to feedback@shepodcast.
Yes, please.
.com.
Help Jess with her child. I know there's teachers that listen. And I don't want any advice about screaming and yelling or beating him. I could tie him to the car, but that seems wrong.
I do not think that anybody is going to tell you to beat your child.
Be surprised.
No. But moving on though, there is some
we've got some stuff.
We got some stuff to talk about. Number one thing that we've been requested actually to talk about is the fact that Twitter is kind of slowly imploding or something, or at least that's what it seems like from the outside looking in.
I have a question for you though. In all reality, is it really imploding, or is it just a phase, a temporary phase?
Well, I don't know, because I think that the impact that this is having at this time is unlike anything else that I have observed in all of my years being on social. And I started being on Twitter in April 2007.
Yeah.
And so I've been around for a while looking at this stuff. I've been part of lots of social media platforms that are now defunct. There's a lot but I haven't seen the scope of the impact that it's having on everyone versus all the geeky people, right? Because a lot of the time,
Isn't that what matters?
a lot of hey, there's Patrick Keller. He just missed your whole
Finally.
shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is it's a whole other thing. And
It is.
there are many things that are concerning to me. I think that for everyday human beings, it's probably not going to affect them as much. The everyday sort of, I use Twitter once in a while type of a human, right? I don't think it's going to affect those people
First
too
of all,
much.
who is that? I think you
Well-
either use it or you don't. I don't know any casual users of Twitter.
You're not
Like,
wrong about
not
that.
the
You're
same
not
as
wrong.
Instagram and Facebook where you
Oh.
just pop in and out.
But I do have to say this: I do believe that there are a lot of people who, it's not necessarily well, maybe it's not even a casual user. It's sort of like, I think that there is a vast majority of Twitter users now, like as in Twitter people who have an account, that have started an account because that's what you do. You have to have a Twitter account, or they think they do, or I want to test it out, or I kind of want to go in there, but they don't really go in there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that do that. But I think that the biggest impact is going to be on larger companies that do a lot of their communication on Twitter, news organizations or like people who are thought leaders that are sharing information, because that's what a lot of people go to Twitter for, to get their news. And thirdly, organizational purposes, like the power of Black Twitter and what Black Twitter has meant to the Black community is almost unparalleled in almost any other social media space. So I think that in those places, it is going to be really impactful. But but again, what I've been seeing, because I've had to be on Twitter for so long, like in the past, 2 months, one of the directives for my day job for Libsyn is that there's a lot of push towards Twitter, right? So I've been on Twitter all day, almost every day.
Even with She Podcast, like our social media team has directed us to Twitter too, because we've been getting the most engagement there in recent months, not weeks, not since Elon took over, but months, like over the summer, etc. So, I mean, yeah, clearly it's going to have an impact on heavy users, but I guess what I'd like to know is, okay, first of all, let's discuss, is it similar to the exodus that happened on Facebook, where people got fed up with Facebook and then they disappeared?
Not really. I don't think that was the case. I think less people had a massive exodus to this degree from Facebook. I think that at that time, what we saw, because of the role that Facebook played on the election and disinformation on the platform, became an issue, but it was like a sort of I don't know how to grab a hold of it. It was kind of a little bit more inside baseball. There were, even those documentaries that came out about how Facebook influenced all of this stuff. Like, there was so much about that. But the thing is that as much as Facebook itself is what it is, Mark Zuckerberg is not.
He's not Elon.
He's not Elon. He's not. He's actually, I mean, he's a little bit like, it feels to me that he's a little, like, I can't say, like, he's nicer, I guess. That's the only way that I can say it.
He's a little more professional.
That's it.
AKA
he's a little more professional.
Robotic.
Correct. No, he is a little bit more on
He's a lot more professional than Elon.
And he started way back, and this is his baby. So it's Zuckerberg's baby. He's not going to rip it to shreds, right?
Right.
And so
they
now,
just made mistakes, but it's not the same as imploding what you've purchased.
Exactly. And so Elon's coming at it from the perspective of being taking over. Now, here's the thing where I really don't think that Elon is doing it on purpose, in the sense that he utterly wants to harm it. I think that he is in a very hard financial position where he has to make billions of dollars fast, because He's got lots of creditors, lots of, like, he owes now so much money that he needs immediately to start to make like some money,
Did
right?
you know I heard over the weekend that Twitter loses $1 million a day running?
I didn't. Well, maybe not anymore because he did fire 50% of everybody working there.
Yeah, but then he had to beg them to come back and
Not all of them, just a few, right? So he's still like and then he just like let go of a lot of folks who were there like as independent contractors. They didn't even get a letter. He just fired everybody. So in terms of having to pay out all of that stuff, there's that. And so I think that there's a lot of stuff happening in there where I don't know. I don't know. I'm standing back and I'm watching. I do feel that this is fundamentally shifting what social media means.
Mhm.
And I have and this is my internal like sort of energy sense thing. It's making a lot of people really question the importance of social media in their lives.
Mhm.
And so Twitter has put them up against the wall, if you will, or has given him or made people start to think of the option of, why am I even on these platforms in the first place? Like, to really
Right.
question themselves.
Right.
And so there is, when I say even a mass exodus of Twitter, I venture to say that there's a lot of people who are now really truly looking at social media and how it's impacting their everyday life and choosing to not participate in the same way because they've seen that there's a lot of negativity and a lot of wasted time and a lot of weird behaviors that they had been doing because they were getting this instant or constant dopamine hit when it didn't really have that much meaning for them. So that's my thought about it. I know that for me, that's definitely the truth. And this is the very first time where I've kind of thought about it from the perspective of truly, not just like, because you've heard me wanting to quit everything all the time. This
All
is not a
the
new,
time,
this
every
is not an
time.
idea. This is not a new idea. But this is actually the very first time where it's not me making the choice. It's sort of like, what if Twitter like literally could disappear in a week?
Oh my God.
And
It would be
then
terrible.
what? Like, and how is that going to impact my life? Right? Like, that never was a thought before.
Right.
It was me wanting to quit I don't want to do social, but it's still there. Right? But this is like, what if it disappears? And then I kind of sat with that and I was like, who cares? Like, I literally was like, I don't care.
I mean, those companies are going to care that have already spent. Let's just say you've already given them $30,000 for a campaign, and then they just disappear. Or like, what
Well,
if you
yeah.
gave them $30,000 for a campaign, and then the next day? I mean, I provided a link in our show notes for the best of the blue check debacle.
Yeah, I did see that, Jess. I get
Questlove
it.
posted a bunch of them this morning. They were hilarious.
Yeah.
Like somebody verified themselves as OJ Simpson and then wrote, "Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I did that shit."
Yeah, no, it's
so
like
funny. I can't.
the kind of
I can't.
there's a lot of really funny things, but it's not as funny when it's happening to you, right?
I mean,
It's also
right.
not as funny when it's costing you billions of dollars. And it also really shows you the power of bad leadership. And so, yes, of course, it's funny. You look at all of these tweets coming out from people and you're like, oh my God, how can somebody not know that that's them? But it's like,
George W. Bush wrote, "I miss killing Iraqis." And then Tony Blair comments, "Same TBH."
yeah,
It's too
it's
much.
like, I know that I get it. But at the same time, it's like, think about, there's a lot of folks out there who don't know that that's
Fake?
fake.
I know. That's what
Okay?
makes it funnier.
Well, not when it's you, though, right? Because
Who?
it's
Like
not
OJ?
happening for you. Like, no,
You
no,
know-
no, no. And OJ, I'm saying for for people, like if it was somebody picking up some She Podcast handle and pretending to be She Podcast and tweeting all kinds of things that were absolutely against what we stand for, and they wouldn't know the difference, and then we get in trouble and people don't want to attend the conference anymore. Would you be laughing about that? It would be funny.
Why are you trying to give people ideas, Elsie?
I'm not giving people, I'm saying this is a thing that businesses need to be thinking about it. The trust and safety person is gone. They quit. There is no way. So I get it. I totally get that it's funny, but
it is funny.
It's incredibly harmful for a lot of people.
Okay, fine.
I'm Jenny says, as a group that does advocacy on Twitter, the connections I've made and the things I have learned for advocates around the world, I don't know what would fill this space.
Well, so that was my next question, which was, let's say it does implode. What would take the place? Everything else is so visual. This is the only one that is like news and information over visual and aesthetic and everything else.
I think my question actually is way above that. Why do you have to find an equivalent? Like, I get how Jenny has come into and found these connections. And yes, you're right. You cannot replicate that. But the whole point is that you're not going to like the problem that I see right now happening is that people want to clone Twitter and just have it be somewhere else. That's not going to happen. So might as well. No, it's not going to happen.
Because there's no other place where like people, it's kind of like what Jenny said. But I mean, also I found that Twitter is the best for a lot of people. It's the best way to connect with media and journalists directly.
You're correct. Yes.
And so how the hell are people going to do that and become, and like have their news stuff be seen if there's no way to, it's just a mess.
Yeah, I actually think what Patrick is bringing out, like websites will be important again. Go there for your news. I would
love that, but there's no interaction there though.
I also think RSS feed readers are important. And I think that's something that a lot of people have not used. That said, though, I have been testing Mastodon. I've been on Mastodon. I've been on Mastodon now for like a couple of weeks, like hardcore, as in like engaged. Mm-hmm. I opened up a Mastodon account in April 2021. And the first time that I went in there, I was like, I don't know where I am. This is really weird and scary, and I don't want to be here. I would come in once in a while to just like check things out, but I never engaged. Like it was like maybe I tooted, because that's how you toot on Mastodon.
You're a toot.
You toot. So I went in there and I did that. And I've been really enjoying my time in Mastodon. I have gotten a lot of information there too. And what you can see is that it's a completely different culture. It's a different place. You have a lot more, like a lot of text. It's very text heavy, although you can have graphics and things like that as well. It's a lot more complex than Twitter is. But again, Jess, we can't like go inside of another platform and literally want to have it be a duplicate, because I think it's unfair, right? If we were to use yet again using our conference as an example, it would be incredibly unfair for somebody to attend She Podcast Live and go there and go, well, this isn't podcast movement. And you're like, you would be right. That's not it. Right. This is not podcast movement. It's totally different. So that's kind of what people are doing is there's a mass exodus of people going into Mastodon and going like, but this is not Twitter, right? And it's like, yeah, you're right. It's not. And
it's not going to be.
And it's not going to be. Exactly. But people are like, but how come you can't do this? And so it's, you got to get that out of your head and then just be where you are and figure out what's going on there. So I have gone Mastodon. I saw Cheryl was there. And I've been messing around with it.
Is it worth going there already? Yes or no?
Jess, you're going to have to spend time figuring it out. It's not an easy figure out.
Was it worth it for you to go there? Or
for me?
Not? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like it.
Okay.
I'm digging it.
All right.
But it's not an easy, it's not an easy, like, I'm just going to get an account and dive all in. Like, there's a lot of figuring out of stuff to do. So,
Okay.
but I have done that, and I do feel that I know. Look at it. I tooted. I totally did it.
Yeah.
And look, and we've got here. I am so glad you've been on the mastodons for ages.
This
I love
person
it.
already said that they canceled The Bird and Facebook years ago, and they've read like 40 novels ever since. So
Well,
it's
I mean,
like,
it's true. It's like there's so much more stuff to do. Like I can, like,
I
if
know.
there was one thing that I
Yes,
could
there is.
change, it would be for me not to be on. So, mind you, because mindfulness in certain communities is great, right? Being a part of a community and engaging in those places without it usurping your consciousness
Mhm.
is a very empowering place to be. And I have to say, I would rather work on doing the type of, event that I'm doing next Monday, everybody, November 21st. Like I'm
Mhm.
really wanting to do that kind of an event, which we'll be talking about here soonish.
Yeah.
And really crafting the idea and working on that and making sure that my content isn't just going out because I don't know. I don't want to just start to teach publicly in tweets. Like, I feel that.
What are you talking about? Who does that?
No, I'm saying like there's so many thought leaders. Like, there's a dude that I follow on Twitter. Every single tweet
Oh,
is
I know
a
it. They're exhausting.
50,000 thread.
I'm sick of
How
those
to
already.
This is what I'm saying. And it's like, listen,
Yeah.
and mind you, they are really informative. Like, they're actually really good.
I'm sure
But
they're delightful, but
they
it's exhausting to
It's
read.
exhausting. Exactly. It's exhausting. I
It's a
don't
lesson that
even
you
know.
weren't asking for and don't want.
Right?
Right.
It's
I think.
and I think that that's the point. And one of the things that Mastodon is giving me right now is the ability to, how we were talking about creation for its own sake
Yes.
and how that joy, finding the joy in creating content. Like
Yeah.
right now, I feel like if I go on Twitter, I have to be this like thought leader person that has like, I must tweet important and interesting thoughts about podcasting.
So that I remain a person of clout and dignity.
Yes.
Yes.
Whereas there, I feel like, I've been posting a lot more stuff about stationery and just because I want to do that. I want
Right.
to, and I posted pictures of mushrooms that I found while I was walking around.
Mhm.
I don't
Mushrooms
know.
you've been
Like it just feels
eating.
nice. I like that kind of stuff because the instance that I'm part of
Mhm.
is an instance that is more, it's got a more chill vibe. Like it's very much coffee and things, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So, and there's a journalist instance where all the journos are there. It's like something journos, and there's a social one,
Did
and
you
there's
make
like all
that word up,
different types.
journos?
You like it or you don't like it?
I'm not sure. I've never heard it before, so I'm assuming you made it up. I think I do like it actually.
I did not
It,
make it up. It says journos in there. I think that's what they
it
call
does.
themselves. If I'm wrong,
I'm
please tell me,
I'm
people.
not mad at it. I like it.
All right, yeah. So the journos.
Mhm.
But anyway, I don't know. I'm curious as to what you all are thinking about because here's the other thing too. There's a lot of people, a lot of podcasters especially,
Mhm.
who are just not on Twitter. Like they're just not. They are
No,
not
I
there.
know. And I've been very much wanting to be one of those people for a long
Yeah,
time.
but you kind of are, dude.
I know. I'm
You
not on there
you'll
very
come in
much. And then
a
when I
while
do
and
tweet, I get zero response.
that's because you're not there. That's the whole point. It's like, but when you do post things on Facebook and stuff, you get a bunch of people engaging with
So
you.
many. It's so much more fun on Facebook and Instagram. Twitter is the bane of my existence, and I used to reserve that only for LinkedIn. But now I like LinkedIn better, which is really saying something, I must
Yes,
say.
LinkedIn is actually really nice. I enjoy LinkedIn.
I'm
I think
enjoying it
LinkedIn is
much
great
more. Mhm.
for sure. Now, Jessica, though, speaking
Mhm,
of
mhm,
where
mhm.
have you been, though, you
Yeah.
say like Jess went viral again. What
I
is
did.
this? Can you tell me
So
what this is?
stupid. I was gonna show you on here because I don't know if I can do it justice by describing it.
Well, you're going to have to describe it for our folks who happen to be listening to us,
You're
but
right.
we will You will show it. If you want to show it, please show it. And
No,
then
it's
we
okay.
can talk about it.
It's okay.
We have to do both. We have to do both.
Okay. So there was a man sometimes on my
There
For
was
You
a
page,
man. Anyway.
Sometimes on my For You page, there are morons like anybody else.
Wait,
And,
you have to talk about what social media
TikTok,
are you talking
sorry.
about? Okay.
So long ago in a galaxy far away, I went viral on TikTok because I had foxes living under my deck.
Hold on. Let's pause. Foxes, people. Foxes living under her deck. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, as in 9 of them and a mama.
Yes,
If
go.
you want to go on my TikTok and go back to the very first videos I posted, it's Jess Kupferman and there's foxes. And then they moved away, and I've not really done anything exciting on TikTok since because, who wants to see me when there's a family of foxes? But lately, there's been some morons on my FYP, my For You page in TikTok, and I decided there was this guy who posted a picture of his 4 daughters leaving for school, and he goes, "Goodbye, guys. Have a nice day." And then he goes back on and he goes, "I didn't wake them up. I didn't set their alarm clock. I didn't pour the cereal. I didn't brush their hair. I didn't tell them to brush their teeth. I did nothing." Basically, he was just listing all the shit he didn't have to remind them to do
Okay.
because whatever, they're self-starters or something like that. And
Uh-huh.
I couldn't help but think, no, they're daughters. Because my daughter was perfectly capable of doing this. Even when she was sick, she had mono for a year or so. We didn't know, and she would still get her ass up and go to school. My sons, on the other hand, have to be woken every day, and they will still wait until the very last second and then dash out the door.
Well, no, you can't generalize that because my
You
kids
can't,
are
but I
not
did.
like that at all.
But I did do that. I did
Okay. All
generalize.
right. You did do it.
So
Okay.
on the video, I just wrote, "I can't help but notice they're all girls, just saying." And then for whatever reason, it has now had like 300,000 views and thousands of comments and 44 people have shared it. And it has gone completely viral. And I didn't say a word on it. I duet the guy and just nod my head like this. That's it. I've said nothing.
What? Wait. Hold up. So I'm super confused because you mean you watched this dad do
And
the
then I
video.
duet,
Right? He did
yeah.
the video. And then you did the duet thing in
I did
TikTok
the duet
where
so
you're
it's a
playing
split screen just like this, where he's on one side talking and I'm on the other side.
Yeah, yes. And
Yeah.
then all you do was do this.
All I did was
Where
like
was
as
the
he's talking, I'm making faces like, "Oh, really? Really? That's all you did? You're kind of a dick." And I said
and
nothing.
then where was the language? Where was the I
It
can't
was over top the
Okay.
duet. So like there's a little spot there where you can add your own like commentary. And
Okay.
all I said was, "I can't help but notice they're just dark." And people in the comments, they don't even care what I wrote. Half of them are talking about how they were raised the same way and it was great. Some of them are talking about how they were raised the same way and now they're procrastinators, or dying for attention from their parents. Some of them are like chewing him out for being a shitty parent. But regardless, it has nothing to do with me, but it's still it's my viral video now because I duetted this putz. It is unbelievable. Once again, I've gone viral for doing nothing regarding myself. Second time. I can't believe it. It's not like it's getting me anything. It's not. It is getting me absolutely nothing. I mean, I'll tell you what has gotten me. I have been able to join the TikTok Creator Fund.
Oh, yay.
Because you have to have X amount of followers and have X amount of views in the last 30 days. So now that I've had over 100,000 views in the last 30 days, I can join the TikTok fund. Does that mean they're going to give me any money? No, most likely not. Probably not. But if I can duet some other asshole, if I can keep doing it and just like duet other people's viral content, maybe it could be a career. Who knows?
Well, I would not discount that because
not.
think about the output for that. Meaning you literally just had to figure out how to do it and then go like you could literally just react with your face.
There's one guy out
and you're
there.
done.
This is the best thing. I don't remember his name, but there's one guy out there who just duets people and posts a picture of himself doing this. Which, by the way, if you're listening and not watching, it's a literal picture of him looking shocked.
Like
But it's
shocked.
a picture. He's not blinking. He's not moving. But he's got huge wide eyes and his mouth is dropped open and he's looking to the left because that's where the duet is, right? So it's clear that he's, quote, watching the other person. Thousands and millions of followers and views. He does nothing. Literally nothing.
I think you need to do that, Jess. I think you need to just like look to the side and like go like this.
Yeah.
And then just do that, right? Look one way, look at the camera, you're done. And then hand like you're be done.
It's insane.
Why not?
It's insane.
Well, congratulations to you on your virality.
Thank you. My virality. Was that a word?
I don't know.
Is that a word, virality?
I think it is.
Is it? Maybe I'm just virile. That's different.
Virality. I think it is. Virality is a word, the tendency of an image, video, or piece of information to be circulated rapidly and widely from one internet user to another.
Thank you, Elsie.
The quality of or fact of being viral.
If you make money doing that, why would you not do it? Molly's saying that's literally what people are doing right now. He's the #1 creator on TikTok. Yes. That dude. Staring off into the distance and just picking viral videos to duet with his own picture. Like, why would you not do that?
Why would you not do? The question is, Jess, why would you not do that? Because
I'm busy. I'm a busy person.
But that took you how much long? I guess you have to
1 minute, less than, because I didn't even do the whole video.
Right. You have to you have to be on the platform to find the appropriate video. But I think anything that triggers your wrath or roll eyes, anything that triggers you rolling your eyes is something you need to do a video on. Anything that you're like, morning routines.
Yeah, right.
Or
oh, totally.
The ladies in the bikinis in some far off land.
What about that chick who tried on something and it was basically like vaginal floss?
What? Oh, you mean
Remember,
the little outfit?
It was a bathing suit this last summer that was like.
Oh yeah, and then the butt, or was that's the one that you sent me? You sent me one with the woman with the gigantic butt. Did you not? Where she has this huge butt.
Girl.
Oh, okay. I've never seen anything like that.
Those butts are real. I mean, I'm assuming they're not, but then it's like, how do you sit down?
How do you sit down?
Now we're getting distracted, but like. It's one thing if the whole of you is large and you have a butt, then you can sit down because it's like your arms are large, your back is large, your belly's large, your boobs are large. It makes sense. But to have the butt of a 400-pound woman and then the rest of you be like 100 pounds is so bizarre looking to me.
Yeah, it is.
I find it impossible to believe that men or other women want a skinny woman with the butt that's like another planet size.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. I'm not judging. Do what makes you happy. I'm interested in the psychology of it, not like oh my God, why would you do that? Oh my God, she has such a big butt. I don't care about that. But why though? Why?
Maybe that's like a thing. I don't think I've ever craved any part of my body be not what it is, except
except for your boobs.
I don't.
Even if you don't have a butt or boobs, you still don't want them to be their own zip code, though.
Yes, I don't. I would not want that. Because I wonder if can you imagine having to walk through the airplane aisle?
No.
You would have to be like, what would you do? You'd have to be like
you have to go sideways. And even that, you're going to have to be like, shade your face.
Yeah.
What's coming through?
And it's so close to because with the big boobs, you're going to be up, right? But with a big butt, it's like right at people's eye level.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's already a problem if you're even remotely fluffy. It's a problem.
Yes.
It's already a problem. Like I can't sit in a middle seat because I'll just be hugged by everyone and it's horrible.
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good.
Okay. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
Do we have anything left to
I think we
discuss?
just have to be thankful
Okay.
as we
First,
move
let's talk
into
about, yeah.
I was going to do the transition
All
that
right, go.
it's
All right, I
we're
fucked it
moving
up.
into the holiday
I fucked
season.
up.
But you know what? Do you think that I can talk about my event first, what I'm doing? And then
Yeah, that's what I was saying. First, I want you to tell everyone what you're doing this coming up.
yes. So, on November 21st, people, so this episode is going to be going live on Friday, the 18th. Is that right? 18, 19, 20, 20. Yeah. The 19th, 18th. And so I'm doing an all day event, which is not really all day. It's just broken down into 3 little bits through Monday, on Monday, November 21st. And it is all about podcast planning. But mind you, it's podcast planning Elsie style. Okay. Podcast
Okay.
planning Elsie style, which means there's going to be all kinds of interesting things happening in there. And it's not just going to be doing the one thing. So you can get all of the information for this if you go to All Takes, and that is one word, All Takes, ALLTAKES.com/she podcasts. And then there is a little place there where you can actually tap through to an event that you can see it. It is $60 for the whole day, split into those 3 sessions. And I've broken it down into what you have to, like the way that I teach the end of the year stuff. Anybody who has done the e-league with me has gone through this process so that you know what's going on with this. But usually I do a what's left to do in the year, what you have looking back at 2022, and then there's a planning thing, as in like for the rest of 2023, or at least getting a hold of like Q1. There's going to be a lot of actual planning during this time, meaning you're going to be doing the planning with me, and it is a live event. So I'm keeping it kind of not very many people. How do you say it? Go ahead. You say the word.
I was going to say on the down low, but
On
it's
the
not really on the
download.
down low. I mean, you can purchase it and it will be fine, but
Yeah. It is literally just for a few people. Our members, people who are part of the She Podcast membership, this is free for you. We are going to send as a team the code to get access to this for free. Now, if you do want to do this, you really have to commit to being there in real life. Okay. So that's the thing that's going to say yay or nay to a lot of people. You have to commit. And so I don't want you to just sign up and just do it because you want to just sign up. You have to sign up and commit to showing up, even if it's just one of the workshops during that day. There's like a 1.5 hour, it's 90 minutes and a 2-hour session on November 21st. Again, real life. I need you to be there in real life. And it's going to be so fun. Anyway,
it's going to be really helpful and awesome. Hello, close the door, please. Sorry.
So, so it's going to be chill, lots of communication within one another. And this was really actually inspired by not only my work in the e-league and the stuff that I've been doing every year for the past like almost 4 years, maybe 5 years. I do this process every single end of the year, but this time is actually even more informed by what I have experienced through the journaling community, which is called Techo Kaigi. And Techo means essentially planner, and Kaigi means meeting in Japanese. And so this is part of what the journaling community does at the end of the year, where they just kind of like sit down and they have a meeting with their planners, which I think is hilarious. And so they just
It's so cool. It's very cute idea, I think.
Yeah. And so, like, you sit down and you go through your stuff, and then you kind of like discern what worked, what didn't work, what you want to change, and all that stuff. And it's super low key, and it's very connected. So, I hope to have you guys attend there. And again, it's $60 for the whole thing. There may or may not be a recording, but I'm not guaranteeing it because this is, you got to show up. You got to show up. That's the whole point. So, I hope that you can. That would be amazing.
Yes, darling.
That is it. Okay, everybody.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All
All
right. So
right.
now what is next? Jess, we're going to say a little thankfulness before we take off.
I think we should. Yeah. Why not?
Well, look, Lena is there. She's done my thing. Look, she said Elsie's end of the year planning is it. So yes, again, if you do, if you're part of our membership, this is free for you. I just want to reiterate that. Don't go ahead and grab it right now. You're going to get an email and it's going to give you free access with the code. For anybody who is not part of the She Podcast membership, it's $60 for the whole day. Okay? That's it. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. What are we thankful for?
Okay. It's tough to say. But I think what the hell? I think I am thankful for, I mean, it's been difficult lately. I'm thankful for my family. Are we only talking about podcasting stuff? I am
No.
thankful. I'm thankful for you, Elsie Escobar. I am thankful for the people who come and watch us live because it makes podcasting even more fun than it was before. And I didn't even know that was possible. But it is really fun when people show up and chit chat with us. I love it so much. Don't you? It's so fun.
Yes. This is actually yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I already love doing it, but now I love doing it with you and other people. It's great. I am thankful for my new office and being able to record where 3/4 of the walls are windows. Even though it's not the light that I expected, it is still pretty out here and fun to look at the outside.
As you are slowly darkening yourself.
Fading out. I have light on. It doesn't even matter. It's too dark in here. I am thankful for our upcoming event and the fact that I was able to postpone it until June. And actually, I do want to say that if you're not on our email list, you should get on it. Go to shepodcast.com/join the community, because by the time you listen to this, tickets should be back on sale for She Podcast Live. So you can go to shepodcastlive.com, check it out. We've added a bunch of new payment options, including day passes. So check that out so you can join us in Washington, D.C. I'm very grateful that we were able to move it to June. And I'm excited about the wardrobe, a summer wardrobe, and being able to do it like in the summer when it's going to be pretty in Washington and there hopefully won't be a chance of rain. What else? I'm grateful for the industry getting some real up and coming like teachers, consultants, editors, producers. Like I'm starting to see that grow, but in a nice way. I see people that are teaching that I really think are smart and interesting, and I appreciate that. And I'm happy for our industry in that way. And I'm really thankful that I have a creative staff who's passionate about She Podcast, because we are going to do some fun ass shit next year. Y'all got no idea. It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I even got Southern. So, yeah. So that's what I'm thankful for. And now, vous, madame.
Oh my God, vous, madame. Oh my gosh. You know, I mean, as a whole, I'm thankful for reconnecting with journaling, with stationery, with all of the analog stuff that I've loved for so long.
That's so nice.
I'm kind of super thankful about that. And I think that you were a big part of that without you even wanting to do it.
No,
I don't think you did it on purpose. But I think it's when when you first, it was like I I was feeling a little something, like something inside of me where I was feeling a little like I needed to reconnect somehow. And then you got me that subscription to the event agenda thing, and it sort of triggered all kinds of really wonderful love that I had put away. Like I had completely
that.
forgotten, with in terms of the, at least, the ADHD brain, it's like out of sight, out of mind. There's so many things that that's why we like those see-through things to put away stuff, because
Yeah,
if we put
totally.
it in a place where it's never going to see the light of day, it is essentially gone. And so I had done that with a lot of my journals. And then when I got those pens, I was just like, I was really in love with the simplicity of the joy that I felt just by writing, like just by writing something, like looking at it and looking at the ink and getting so excited.
Nice.
And so that to me was really wonderful.
Oh, because of the pens. Yeah, of course.
Because
Right.
of the pens and the pencils and things. So I was really
Yeah.
excited by that. Now,
Yay.
with this stuff too, like this is probably, I think this is our second year doing live broadcasting like this, that we've been doing like this. And I think that it has brought a lot to, I think, us and our connection to our people. And I enjoy it a lot. I think that it's really helped me be better at doing things and being able to show up consistently. There's always something really wonderful that happens when we get folks connecting with us in this way, and it's lovely. I love that. I also am super helpful for being able to have
Thankful. Not helpful.
That's what I said. Thankful.
You said helpful, but it's fine.
Thankful, helpful.
You said
I'm
I'm super
very
helpful
thankful.
for.
I'm very thankful for
Funny.
being able to have like this camera, because I think I got it this year.
Yes,
And
I think you did.
I really like it.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
look
great. I think it's
amazing.
really up leveled a lot of the production in terms of video, feeling more comfortable on video. That's been really lovely and amazing. And I think
Good.
that the Libsyn team's been doing some really great stuff in terms of YouTube stuff. And I'm really thankful for those folks there. And especially Brian, who is our video editor, who is just been really great at being able to help us create a lot of wonderful content, which has made me feel better about creating a lot of content, a lot of live stuff, a lot of the workshops that I love to teach. I've been able to do that, and that's been awesome.
Yay.
I'm really thankful that the show is still going, because
This show?
yeah, because I just like,
Aren't you amazed? It's the best.
I'm sort of amazed. And I mean, I'm not saying that I think I'm amazed because we have, like, I don't think that there's any way to replicate what we do. I mean, I like to have co-hosts come in and it once in a while and do stuff, but I think that there's something super special about how we do the show and just the chemistry that you and I have that's really hard
100%.
to replicate. And whatever joy we bring to people who are listening to us, we are super, super thankful for that. But in all honesty, I think that this has become, for me, just a really important part, just because I get a chance to just be and talk with you. Like, there's something really special about not like,
I agree.
because I do other shows too. I do all kinds of content as well. I've produced other episodes for other podcasts, and nothing feels like it feels like when you're here with me. So I don't
agree.
know what to do with that.
It's good.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's a good thing.
No, I know it's a
think.
good thing, but I'm just saying that what I say is like, I don't know what to do with that, is in like when people are like, I'm looking for a co-host, or what do you like to do? A co-hosted show? Or, but like, there's something that happens sometimes with some people where, the type of, like, I don't know. It's like, it's a recipe that you don't really have all of the ingredients for. And it doesn't matter if somebody's like, you need to have this type of a thing. It's maybe not going to do that for you. Sorry.
I will say this.
So,
I know that every time you get you get very good guests and you have super interesting conversations with people other than me. And I'm not jealous. I think it's amazing and super fun. But I do notice that every time the show after that, you're always so grateful for me. You always show all this appreciation for me. Like when we come back. And I mean, I'm not complaining at all. I love it. I love it because I do think our chemistry is special. And also, I mean, our friendship is special. So it's nice. But like, you're always just like, I can always just tell you missed me. Like, you like doing the show with, like, I mean, it's a positive experience, but I always feel like you're like, oh, Jessica, doing the show with you is so much fun.
Well, I think that part of it is that there's a lot more fun around our making our show versus the work
Yeah,
that goes into
having
getting,
to-
like, even just getting a guest, Jess, is a lot of work. Like, I
It
know that you
is.
know this.
And
So it's like,
ready and everything.
yes. And so then it becomes like, oh my God, I have to prepare. There's like a whole extra thing. So I was thinking, like, oh no, what if I had to get guests and just couldn't do it for like X amount of time? I was like,
It's true.
I don't know if I could do it. Like, I honestly was thinking, I'm like, I would like to do it, meaning I would like to have different voices come in and we can continue on. Like, that's a possibility. But I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. That's like a lot of extra work that I don't
It
want to
is.
deal. Like, the having to make sure that they're on mic properly, the stress of them dropping out, making them feel comfortable, being super prepared so it doesn't feel like they're wasting their time. Like, every time you and I come on, it's like, who cares? Let's just so it feels good,
It's
you know?
true. We can talk about whatever we want. We can
Yes. And
do
and
whatever we
here's the
want.
other thing. I feel like if you start a conversation, I can go with that. If I start a conversation, you can go with that. If it's in the show notes, great. If it's not in the show notes, great.
Great.
So it's like we go back and forth, right? And it
Right.
doesn't feel like you must do these things in order for the show to go, right? So
Right. No,
yeah.
it's very laid back. Is that me or is that you or is it both of us, you think?
I think it's like me when I think here's how I'm going to say is me, because I have been like you, how to say it, like you made me submit to the energy
Mhm.
of letting go. Of not having, you know what I mean? So it's like
That's
I let
interesting.
go because I was, and I still am with other things, very much like it has to go like this. We got to do the thing. It has to start like this. We
It's
got to cover
almost
the
like
thought
I
stuff.
beat you into submission.
Yes, that's what I was trying. That's kind of what I was trying to say, but I
It's funny.
didn't have the right words. But yeah, it kind of is like that where you kind of like have to stop fighting what it's not. Or it's
Yeah.
what it's never going to be. And so, and not in a bad way. I'm just saying,
God. I think I've turned you into Scott. I beat both of you into submission. I
well,
think both of you, I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm just not going to do the shit you want. So
I think that
you're gonna
that's
have
what
to
it
deal
was.
with
And
it.
so I'm just
Sorry.
like, hey. And then the only thing is that once in a while, I'll be like, we really have to talk about these things. Like, okay. And then you're just like, all
Mhm.
right. But most of the time, I'm just like, I got to just let go of whatever that is that I had, and whatever idea I had, I got to let it go.
Correct. Correcto mundo.
So there you have
It's
it.
hilarious, though. It's
But
both delightful and hilarious.
oh my goodness. So those are some things that I'm grateful for. I'm sure I have so many more things,
Yay.
especially, all the family stuff and being able to see my kids and be with them and all of that stuff, which is really lovely. Always
It is
to see
lovely
them.
and delightful.
And
Children
delightful.
are delightful.
My little quirky kids. They were very cute.
Yes.
So, yes, I
Let's
love
make
them.
sure
Oh
that
my God. One other thing that I'm really thankful for. I'm going to go visit my parents at the beginning of December. And this is
Yay! I
amazing.
thought that was May. You changed it
Well,
again, right?
in May, we're going in May
Mhm.
as a family,
Okay.
but I'm flying to see my
Mhm.
parents in December, which is why I think I told you this already. I've put it onto the She Podcast thing. I'm gone, dude. I am gone from like December 1st to like the 6th. So I'm going to be recording. You are the only thing that I'm doing during that time because I'm
I
taking
feel
time off from
honored.
everyone.
I feel honored for that. Thank
So
you. Like, I got brought food. Yay.
Maybe you'll see my mom.
I would love for your mom to come on our podcast. Are you
How
serious?
cool would that be? Seriously,
It
could
would be
that?
amazing.
Could
You
that be a
guys are going to
thing?
love Elsie's mom.
It's 2 Elsies.
It is 2 Elsies. That's true.
It would be
But
the
I
double
just,
Elsie.
she doesn't mind if I just call her mom. Thank
No,
God.
I might be able to bring her on the show. How fun would that be? So
Promise me you'll do that.
we'll
I'll try
see.
not
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
I'll try not to mention any words for vagina, which I could not have
Oh my
promised
God!
before.
Because see, if my
sadly.
mom's there, it's one thing. If my dad's there, then
Oh no, I
Jess,
can't.
you are like.
I have to behave for the dad. I know. There's no question about it. It'll happen.
But we'll see. But anyway, who knows? That would be really fun. So that might be
It would
happening.
be. Yay! How exciting!
In December, our December
Yay!
5th, the day that we record on December 5th is when my mom might be around. So that would be great. Oh my God, look at you. Okay, we gotta shut it down, y'all. We gotta shut it down.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to She Podcast.
Oh, my mom is there.
Yes, hi mom. I knew it. She always watches. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching She Podcasts. If you want to get the links from today, please go to shepodcast.com and get our links from the show notes. You can also sign up for the new event in June, shepodcastlive.com. Please sign up for Elsie's Tycho Gika. I knew what it was this morning.
Podcast Tiggy, but it's podcast planning. It's just podcast planning, folks.
Sign up for her end of the year podcast planner extravaganza.
Link in the show notes. Link in the show notes.
Link in the show notes. alltakes.com/shepodcast/planning. So please sign up for that. It will be totally worth your while. She's the master of planners and programming and stuff like that. And also it'll be really nice and it'll be very like cleansing. So it'll be great. You can also find us on all of the social at shepodcast.com, Twitter for the moment, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest as well. And thank you so much. We love talking to you and having you talk to us, and we love seeing you when you watch us live, and love you.
Mean it.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Bye.
That was so extra.
I know. Sorry. Oh, I love that your mom showed up right at the end there. I mean, she was probably there the whole time, if I had to guess.
Was she lurking?
Probably.
Okay, 381.
Yes, I have 381.
Already saving my recording.
Okay.
And I will send it to John.
Okay. Shortly, I have a call with Podfest because I'm a brand ambassador and they're doing some fun stuff this year. So, God, can you believe that's in like 2 months? Podfest is in 2 months. I hope that I can
they
go.
changed like 2 months.
2 months. It's the end of January. 2.5 months.
Oh, okay.
Are you going? You're not, are you?
No.
Are you? No. It'll be in Orlando, Florida.
Not gonna go.
I wonder if I can get Mr. Isaac Kupferman to go.
No, because, I'm sure you can get him to go, but he's going to have to go to school.
Yeah, I can't. Not if he's missing school.
So.
Anyway. Oh, yeah. And if anyone has any tips for me to get that kid to school, let me know because it's been a struggle. The struggle.
All
right. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Elsie, talk to you soon. Everyone else, peace out. Home slices. I will end the broadcast now. Goodbye.
Did I disappear? I disappeared.
No.